You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and I'm back for another episode of Road to Glory. And today is the final episode that we will be using our Brazil Serie A sort of skill hybrid sort of team, which is kind of sad because I've really enjoyed playing with this team. Ibrahimovic has been an absolute beast, and Neymar in form, and Giovinco in form. Pato's been good as well. So, unfortunately, it is coming to an end, but to celebrate, we are going to try and win the Advanced Cup. And we go into our first game, and we come up against this 4-1-2-1-2. Not sure what he's doing. He's sort of lost his head. There's not many connections going between his players, and obviously his chemistry has suffered for that. Although his team is still dangerous because he has got some very, very good players in there. Right, it didn't take me long to break him down. You can see me going through in the second minute and rouletting check and then finishing well. Pato not missing that even from the very, very tight angle, which was good to see. And, he didn't last long because a couple minutes later we were again through. Alexandre Pato just absolutely smashing that one home. And, that was pretty much the end of the game for him. He'd had enough. So he disappears off and rage quits, which is kind of sad to see. But what can you do about it, really? There's not really much you can do. So unfortunately, that is how the game ended, 2-0, although I'm not going to complain because we are now into the next round of the tournament, and we are going to take full advantage of that because we go into the next game and we come against this probably the most dodgy looking team I've ever seen. Now, I say that, and I was thinking that, and then he actually put up a very, very good fight, so I won't say any more about that. And you can see he's got bronze defenders and silver strikers and midfielders, and not the sort of team you'd expect to see in like a semi-final. Anyway, you can see here Ibrahimovic basically completely destroying the whole team himself. Unfortunately, it didn't go in from him, but Giovinco was there to smash in the rebound, and I really wish that had gone in with Ibrahimovic because that would have been one of the best goals I've ever scored, or up there in the very least. And it had to happen at some point. It did take a while to get it, but Roberto Carlos there scoring one of his trademarks, absolute smashed goals into the top right hand corner of the goal. He actually comes back here. Unfortunately, a bit of an unlucky kick out from that ball, but it goes straight to his player and he puts it into the open net. Steck all the way out of position, and he again scores here. Just terrible defending from me. I don't really know what I was doing, but Di Maria there going through, just didn't want him to get onto his left foot because he hasn't got much of a right foot, but I just didn't do the job, and he ends up scoring. Anyway, we managed to get a goal here. Ibrahimovic with the scoop turn and puts that in to make it 3-2 to us, so it wasn't too bad. We were back in front not long after, and you can see here getting a bit lucky. Pato going through his defence, but the ball ricocheting off and going to Ibrahimovic, and Ibrahimovic sticking it away to make it 4-2. He comes back again though, nice little cross to Detalek, and I'm wondering who this Detalek guy is because he scored some quite good goals against me, so maybe one to buy for. I think he was a French player, so maybe a French silver team. But you see there Roberto Carlos finishing off the game for us. Another very, very nice goal from him from outside the box, right into the top right hand corner of the goal. Goalkeeper left with absolutely no chance of getting that. So the game does end 5-3. So despite him having a much, much worse team than me, he did actually, push me right till the end. So not bad from him, and so we go back into the arena. We've made it into the semi-finals, which is always good to see, and what can you say? We go back into the arena before we take the next game on to check our trade pile. You can see that I have managed to sell Kevin Prince Boateng from the last episode. I switched him out with Vidal and a couple of things that I got in bronze packs and stuff like that. Anyway, we go into our next game and we come up against this 4-3-2-1 team, and again, I don't really understand why he's letting there be dead links and stuff between his players. Really shouldn't let that happen, and especially why would you play someone from Serie B when you're making basically a Serie A team? I know that defender is very good, but he should have been paired up with Chiellini or something. You never want a dead link between your two centre backs because for me it always ends up costing me goals. Anyway, you saw him there taking the lead, but I did manage to luckily get back into the game through Neymar in the 45th minute. and I don't really know how that was a penalty. Well, I do. I mean, he took me out in the box, but why he was taking out someone who was nowhere near the ball, I'll never know. So you can see here Ibrahimovic, our favourite penalty taker, stepping up, and again, as always, smashing it down the middle. In the 97th minute, we did have to go into extra time for this game because it did end 1-1 at the end of normal time, and we ended up beating him. What was it, 3-1 in extra time. Neymar there getting the third goal for us and pretty much sealing the win. And so that's how the game ended, 3-1. A nice result for us in the semi-final, and it does mean that we now progress into the final of this tournament. And me, serial choker, will I, won't I? You're going to have to wait and find out. You can see here the Serie A team, probably the best team that we've encountered in the tournament. 4-5-1. He does have some odd choices like DeSantis. I've never thought is a good keeper, and Walter Samuel I've never really used because I just don't trust him with his pace. But this guy actually did put up a very good fight. You can see here his Pizzini absolutely smashing it into the top left-hand corner of the goal, despite me trying to close him down. And he takes the second goal here in the 32nd minute through the header from Walter Samuel, the very player that I was just complaining about and saying that he wasn't very good. But we did manage to get one back here, which made it was going to make it an exciting finale. Roberto Carlos there absolutely smashing that one in. But unfortunately, this guy decided to be a knobhead and play it at the back. And I just showed you a short clip of him deciding to play the ball around the back. And so unfortunately I never got the chance to even have an attempt on goal after that, which was unfortunate. And that's how the game ended. So we didn't actually win the final, which was really sad because I was just, not cool. I did send him a rage message afterwards saying that he shouldn't be doing that. And you can see the possession stats. I mean, 61% possession. I think before half time I had over 60% as well. So you can see what a big shift. He probably had about 80% of the possession in the second half, which is a joke. So anyway, guys, all I'm going to ask you to do is head over to the Facebook page again. You decided which team that I'm going to choose as the nationality, but now I need you to go and choose the formation for me. So if you could go do that, that would be awesome. And if you could leave a like and everything, that would be amazing. So please leave a like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time.